Chief Meteorologist Gil Simmons and his recent health scare.
Well, you probably noticed that Gil has not been with the Good Morning Connecticut team over the past few weeks, and tonight he's speaking out about what happened publicly for the first time. News 8's medical reporter Jocelyn Memento was there today during Gil's Facebook Live, and she sat down with him one-on-one and has the latest. Jocelyn?
And Scott, many of us have been peppered with questions such as, what's going on with Gil? How is he doing? When is he coming back? Here's what Gil had to say when I sat down with him at his home.
Let's get right to our Chief Meteorologist, Gil Simmons. Gil.
On the air, on the go, and on scene, News 8 Chief Meteorologist Gil Simmons brings his A-plus game. But that energy and enthusiasm, not so public, since a health scare nearly a month ago.
You go from being probably the fittest of your life to struggling going up and down stairs. It's a rather upsetting wake-up.
It happened in the early morning hours of a day off. He woke up to a strange sensation.
But I think I slept crooked. I felt kind of tingly, a little numb.
His wife, Liz, rushed him to the nearest medical center.
I hate to even think about what some of the alternate outcomes could have been based on what doctors have told me. And I'll leave it at that point.
Doctors at Yale New Haven Hospital told him this.
It's very complicated, but the boiled down version is that some arteries got kinked in my neck. And before anyone in pencil or pen draws any conclusions, it's impossible to know when this damage actually happened, whether it was 24 hours prior, 24 days prior, 24 months prior. The bottom line, when I spoke to the doctor in my terms, as I like to be very honest and open, I said, look, this is a case of bad luck. And that's exactly what he said.
The damaged arteries caused a series of physical problems, from tingling to muscle weakness. Gil is working hard to regain strength and coordination, undergoing therapy at Gaylord Rehab Center.
All I want to do is be at work. I want to get back to being active, and I'm under very close supervision and strict rules as to what I can and cannot do. So I am getting better, but the progress is a little slower than I'd like, but things are moving in the right direction.
What do you want people to know as to when you may be able to come back?
I think it's tough to give an exact date at this point, but I just want people to know that I'm working hard to get back to work.
Back to co-workers and viewers in countless numbers. Gil is thankful for the prayers and support.
And I just want each and every one to know that it really makes a difference. It has kept me so elevated. I don't have time to think any other way.
Optimism and Gil, synonymous.
I'm tapping into unknown areas for optimism these days, but, you know, I've always been optimistic based on knowing how it can be.
More than 2,000 people watched live on Facebook as Gil talked about his health earlier this afternoon. Close to 70,000 people have watched the replay on Facebook and on our website. And I asked Gil how he would describe his health in terms of a forecast. He said enthusiastically, clear skies ahead.
Of course he did. And, you know, Gil is one of the strongest people I know, a former Marine. He gives everything 110%, and he's just so energetic, and it just feels good to hear his voice again, right?
It does.
Just hear him
Absolutely.
talking.
I mean, his smile, it's always there. It never leaves his face. He is so strong.
Yeah, I think we've all worked with some pretty great people, but it doesn't get any better than that guy. That's for sure. And I think he's probably watching right now.
Oh, you know he is.
You know, we miss you, bud.
We love you.
We do. We wish you all the best, Gil, and can't wait till you're right back here at this desk with us.